in one university full of streamers.
I can't pull up. Hurry up!
Immaculate offensive and defensive plays.
That's my ball, bro. That's my ball.
And highly unqualified professors.
I was telling people to leave. This is not right.
We give a fuck about it, D. That nigga working overtime. Get to work, nigga. Don't you got some papers to file or push, my nigga?
Whoa. One streamer who didn't get in helped you navigate through it all. Don't make fun of me. You didn't get in either.
Here goes Cinco. What? What you mean you wanna leave? Go by the door. By the door. We can have
I told them. Go. Welcome back.
Look, it's a holiday, and for those that are either out of work because of it or are out of work because they need to hit up Indeed, the biggest streaming event of the year has ended, and we've got everything covered for you if you missed out.
Nah, that shit look lit though. That shit look lit. Being a nigga from the outside looking in, that shit was gas. And niggas be hating on that shit. Y'all niggas is mad cause you ain't get in. What the fuck? This nigga. Hold on. This motherfucker really just be spawning out of nowhere, gang.
Hey! Wait. Come on, Ben. Oh, shit. Chat, no, it's Woody War game. It's Woody War game. Oh, no, wait, no.
That nigga was moving like Batman, had all them screens and everything, bro. I'm telling you.
I have a lot of thoughts about Streamer University, and I'm gonna go into a bunch of detail about it in this video, but I want to start off by saying I think that this was one of the most creative and innovative things that has been done surrounding streaming. I think streaming gets a bad rap all the time. You know, people think that IRL streaming is extremely lazy, desktop streaming is extremely lazy, but so when Kai Cenat came in, decided to do streaming at a university with a little bit of a different spin on it, it was very refreshing to see.
Yeah, and a lot of niggas talking about some, I ain't seen no small streamers, bro. I ain't seen no small streamers. Bro, this is exactly why. The amount of clips that we got, the amount of memes that we're about to use from Streaming University, nigga, that's just going to be legendary. I'm telling you.
It was IRL with a purpose, at least if you came into it with that kind of perspective. So it was refreshing to see these things. Now, did that mean it went off without a hitch? Absolutely not.
Now listen, if you are caught, if people know where you are at, you will be arrested for trespassing. We have cops here. This is ours for the amount of days we have. The amount of cops that are on lock from police.
I'm glad Shifty didn't get in. Well, Taco, your bitch ass didn't get in either. And I know you didn't apply, but that doesn't matter. You're gonna be sitting there in that same ass room eating your damn tacos and taquitos while your dad's in jail.
You just see and undercover are all around. I have cameras all over campus, everywhere.
And hell, that was just at the beginning of Streamer University, because a lot of people wanted to be in touch with this. But I don't want to harp on the negatives in the beginning. Kai fired up this stream at the beginning where he showed off class, gave the orientation, you know, the first speech. Hood Mr. Beast came out and gave $10,000, and this was all broadcasted to 500,000 people live, which will mark Kai Cenat's third biggest stream ever. We were going to announce the professors, announce that everyone was leaving with a phone because T-Mobile sponsored the event, a Samsung Galaxy S25, and 1 year of free 5G service so people could do the IRL streams. And when I say it started off without a hitch, and the whole weekend honestly was a very, very positive experience as a whole. But I wish I could say that it was 100% positive, because there always will be these bad actors when it comes to doing things like this. One of the biggest issues and complaints from Streamer University this past weekend was the big streamer, small streamer relationships and how they were.
I ain't gonna lie, I seen a lot of people egoing like the small streamers and shit. It was mainly the women too. It was mainly the women. I'm not gonna lie. It was mainly girls that were egoing. The niggas was cool. It was the women that was there. They was egoing like a motherfucker. Not all of them. Some of them were cool. Like I seen some clips of Wendy. Wendy seems pretty cool. India was cool, and India.
We're supposed to mingle and coexist with one another.
There's a lot of people that I thought would be approachable but aren't. So.
Exactly.
And it's not even that I'm not going out my way because I am, and that's not even like me. I don't even be doing that. Like,
who's not approachable?
you have names in mind?
Oh, 100%. Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
Now, I think that it's a
Lala, that was one of them. She said she had a crazy ass clip. I ain't gonna lie.
shame that a lot of the small creators had this type of reaction or interaction.
She was talking about Danny, Danny Band, bro. She called Danny Band's Wendy Ortiz her cameraman. Don't ever disrespect my Mexican king like that, bro. Yes, I'm unemployed.
With the big streamers or the other people on campus. And I don't necessarily think that it's the big creators' faults. I think that it's their expectations over anything. I think that people came into this with a notion that they were going to have just free range and free access to some of the biggest creators in the community. And I mean the biggest creators, and I mean free range and free access. But truly and genuinely, that's not how that works. Now look, I'm not saying that these bigger streamers don't have to be, I don't know, just good people in general, which I wasn't there. I don't have the full on experience, but that's not what they're saying in these videos. I personally believe that a lot of streamers came with some sort of notion or idea as to what was supposed to happen, and it did not happen. We've seen that happen at many sorts of events when it comes to content creators, whether it be DreamCon, whether it be, I don't know, MomoCon, whether it be any of the conventions, or even the situation of Streamer University. People go there with different sorts of ideas in their mind, preconceived notions, or whatever the case may be, and then are ultimately disappointed when their big streamer doesn't collaborate with them.
I expose everybody for ego and small streamers. Oh yeah. So everybody's getting mad at me like, what you talking about, bro? No, I'm telling the truth. Be a real ego in niggas. I don't give a fuck.
Nah, niggas is. I peep.
Niggas ego in niggas?
Yeah, bro. Leaving them out of shit, all types of shit.
Sure.
Bro, this shit not for big creators, bro. This shit for the small creators, bro. And the big creators still staying to each other, like, nigga, when this shit over with, I can still collaborate with each other when this shit over with, bro. Yeah. Fuck with the small niggas, bro. Help them get their shit.
I saw a lot of small.
Hey, a lot of niggas, there was ego in a lot of niggas. I ain't gonna lie.
Of smaller streamers not go with any sort of plan or idea when it came to creating their content. I tapped into these people's broadcast or their VODs or whatever that were on Twitch, and I saw a lot of people holding their phone, recording other people while they make content. That to me is not what I would consider an attempt at content creation. And maybe your big brained idea is dancing or trying to jump into a kerfuffle mindlessly and hoping for your own viral moment. But I don't know why bigger streamers would be obligated to do those sorts of things. I think one of the biggest missteps that I saw from this weekend from a lot of the small streamers is that they just did not have things planned. I didn't see a lot of people.
Okay, yeah, I will say that a lot of I seen this clip of some of the small streamers that were getting off the bus, you know what I'm saying? They was getting off the bus after they snuck out to some party. None of them niggas did anything. They just kind of walked off. Hi, Kai. So, because Kai's outside the bus, greeting every single person that got off the bus. Each person that got off had like a 5-second moment to just get a clip. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas just walked off. Hi, Kai. And then they make me laugh, nigga. It's not to say they ain't got it, but I think some of them niggas were just nervous, bro. You can't really blame them. Cause like you going from 0 to like 100 up in front of like hundreds of thousands of people. Yeah, I'm gonna get mods just so I can ban this nigga Taco, bro. We need to send this nigga back to the motherlands.
Will take on different personas, have characters, you know, have a content.
Regardless of that fact though, I don't think it's alright for the bigger streamers to be egoing them. You're not obligated to make content with them, but like, nigga, relax. Like, we both people, you know what I'm saying? You beat your dick the same way that I do, so there's no reason why you should be trying to low bro me, you know what I'm saying?
Content plan and go out there and put it into place. I just saw people live streaming, IRL streaming, recording them walking around or recording the specific class that they're in. And I don't think that that's the best way to go about doing content. So you can't get mad when, I don't know, Duke Dennis doesn't want to jump into your TikTok trend. He's done 6 of them today. And that's not a real content plan. Now, I will say there are some small creators who did have legitimate gripes as to what the big
like Danny Bands was getting disrespected for no fucking reason. Not by Chris. Chris most likely didn't hear him because there was a clip of him walking past. Yes, nigga, I've seen all the clips. They were all of my. Yes, nigga, I have. Yes. Okay, yes, I have no job. Yes, I have no job. I'm unemployed. Yes, I don't work. Okay, this is all I do all day, and I don't even get paid from it. Yes, this is what I do. All right. So don't. Is it my fault that every time I scroll on my phone on my iPhone, all I'm seeing is Stream University, Stream University, Stream University? Is that my fault? Huh? Maybe.
Streamers were doing
are saying real shit, and I'm trying to learn. But it feels like the bigger creators, they're just trying to have a viral moment to where the teacher gets distracted, and I'm real life trying to learn.
And that is real because I saw a video of Agent's, streams where he was giving out true game, and he had to.
I'm not buying YouTube Premium. We've been through this before. Y'all niggas are paying $24.99 a month just to not sit for 15 seconds. It's 15 seconds, dickhead. You know what you can get for $24.99? Nigga, you can get a bottle of water and some Skittles in one transaction from the airport. That's a deal.
To tell the audience or his onlookers or his class or whatever to be quiet several times. He was giving out real things that people, even the bigger streamers, needed to go and take back to their own camps and do their own things. But instead of doing what needed to be done, they were trying to get a clip off or they were trying to go viral. And there were small streamers doing the same thing too. So I do think that that is a legitimate gripe. But if people are complaining about, they couldn't get their moment to create their TikTok with, I don't know, DDG or something like that, go back to the drawing board, big fella. Now, also because there are a bunch of younger individuals at a college campus now.
I will say though, relying on bigger streamers for your shit not like going up, it's kind of on you. I ain't gonna lie. If your whole point was like, oh, I need to get this person in my shit, I need to get this person, that's not real content. You just relying on another person's motion to get your own shit. That's kind of what this shit is for, you know what I'm saying? You feature, but the point is for you to get in other, and just again, other niggas' clips. And other niggas' streams. What the fuck are we talking about? Damn. Anyways, what I was saying, Liv Morgan was sexy as fuck tonight. The Timberwolves lost. I'm gonna horny. Oh yeah, like I was saying, you gotta come there and be creative as hell so everybody in the world sees you. Because Stream University was like the #1 category on Twitch. And everyone was looking in Stream University, Stream University, Stream University. 7 million niggas put in an application. Only 120 of y'all went. Niggas are gonna tune in. That's all I'm saying.
Naturally, there's going to be some sort of bullying going on. I don't think it's right, but it happened this past weekend. And I will honestly say kudos to the community for the way that it was treated, because she was on the verge of dropping out of Streamer University.
Someone was being hateful. People came into my chat, and then,
She seems so down there, so cool. I subscribed to her and followed her on everything. No, she didn't deserve to get bullied.
Told me about it. And it's just, to let Kai know, not him, no. I contacted our admissions panel. I said, I don't want anyone to get in trouble for this. I just think it's important for us to remind people, that we're all in the same position and that we need to treat people with kindness. That's what I told them.
Nigga, bullying in the Big 25 is fucking crazy. That's what they call me in high school. The Big 25. For obvious reasons.
And I think that's big because ultimately what happened to her takes away from the greater...
Because I had 25 credits my senior year.
Event that was going on from Streamer University. Somebody being rude, somebody being bullying while they're all there to attempt to become bigger, better, greater creators honestly does nothing for the conversation. But like I said, a bunch of the community did very well in wrapping their arms around this young woman and ultimately not just getting to the bottom of the situation, helping her become a better person, content creator, streamer, and just showing her love and embrace.
A lot of people from her stream coming on my Instagram, TikTok, all that.
It up.
You ever look at someone and think, how do they handle everything so well? Why don't things seem to affect them in the
bitch?
A lot of people from her stream coming on my Instagram, TikTok, all that, saying I called her names and stuff like that. Now they're coming at me. So I didn't know she was here or anything like that. So then went on Twitch, searched her name up, saw you were here. So I'm like, okay, let me go find her, try to clear things up.
I'm not getting YouTube Premium, nigga. Pack it up. Damn.
I swear, I'm not even like that. I'm not messy or anything. So, I just want to apologize. Thank you for apologizing too, but yeah.
Just being in front of a camera, tough skin, you gotta like learn to like embrace the jokes about yourself or like just any negativity because it's always gonna be negativity. It's always gonna
The nigga hair is long as shit. That nigga's hair is long as shit though. How long should my hair be, chat? How long you think I can get my hair to be? I'm gonna start making videos like Tony Stadavici, bro. Like every time every month, nigga just gets behind the camera and starts doing this. Tony be posting. Cut it off, gang. My fault. Tony be posting like a bad bitch though. I mean, he is, but
gonna be positivity. It's always gonna be like, it's never gonna be like a 50-50 balance. It's always gonna be negative niggas, it's gonna be positive niggas. You gotta have that thick skin for real.
Listen, they think I'm musty, okay? So I'm telling you right now.
What do you mean W backshot? How did I come up with this community, bro?
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
I know.
You got this shit.
Oh,
Hi, evil twin.
what the hell? My evil twin is here. Hi.
Hi.
Oh.
What you doing? What's been
You
going on?
chose me. I did not choose you, nigga. Fuck.
So basically, just like yesterday, just chilling out, streaming, desktop stream, getting used to everything. People come to my chat, say this person is saying this and that about you. Specifically, they said like, oh, her hair is nappy.
Who?
I don't want to say
Hair? Who?
I don't want to say their name. Thank you so much for another gifted child. Thank you so much. I hope I say your name right. Oh my god. Rage. I just like don't even know how to process. Thank you so much for another 100 gifts.
Hey, Rage. I got bullied when I was in elementary school. You know what I'm saying? Rage. I was bullied too. I got bullied when I was in 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of tough, like growing up. My mama, she had bronchitis. She had epilepsy and her knees didn't work. My grandma, she got kicked in the face by a horse. Hasn't been the same since. There's a big ass dent in her neck now. She can't eat pasta no more. On my fault, pasta's like the only thing that she eats. It just goes straight down and so it can move and shit because there's a big ass dent in her neck. You know what I'm saying? So kids were bullying me about that. It's just been real hard. Rage. YRG. Your Rage Gaming. If only I had like 250 gifteds. Shit, got bullied for coming out.
You guys are so sweet.
Fuck you.
Things to come at it, but something that I alluded to earlier in the video is that Agent 00, another content creator that became a professor at Stream University, was literally one of the best classes, hell, the best class at Streamer University because he was very open, honest, and transparent about what his life is like now as a streamer and how people can get to that level.
That also was included in the tax number. So it is just overall a pretty rough month. But even though that's the case, we absolutely crushed it. That's peak for me, by the way. That's peak. In the first 10 seconds of this, that means that the video is likely to perform bad because if people leave early, less watch time. Watch time is king. This video is always, there's always gonna be some drops, but you see how it holds?
This is the unique thing about Streamer University. There's not too many places and spaces in which content creators really pour their heart out. I mean, literal screenshots from their own videos that will give you an insight as to what to do, what to look at, etc., etc. I think a lot of
niggas will not tell you this game though. I ain't gonna lie.
Content creators figure out that their journey is them by themselves doing trial and error and trial and error and trial and error until they ultimately quit. Hell, that's life. They either quit, they succeed, but it's a bunch of trial and error by themselves. But what was happening at Streamer University, specifically through Agent's class, is that he was giving people the opportunity to learn from somebody who has a decade plus in the game with real life examples and real life screenshots. And then to top it all off, he then extended them brand opportunities for people who have never had brand deals, which would ultimately kickstart their careers in content creation by giving them some capital to back up everything.
They're willing to offer $5,000 to 3 different streamers to do their first ever brand deal, okay? So I mulled it over with the chat and the decision was Esty, Coach, and Kai. Can you please come to the front of the class?
This overall was a major success. Do not get me wrong. As many negatives as we talked about, this was something that people should look at in order to replicate and do as much as possible. I mean,
who you guys think is gonna be my first brand deal? I'm thinking like a Skims, OF. Should we even Gap? I can be in there with Future. You know what I'm saying?
Different strokes for different folks.
I know this nigga got a bag from that. Nigga came on this bitch and started hooting and hollering and got paid for that shit. Hell no. Get your ass on, bruh. Bro, I'm fucking crying, dog. Oh my gosh.
Opportunity to get real life experience from actual certified content creators that we all know and love, become the second most watched category on Twitch for the past couple of days. I'm talking about 23 million watch time hours. You know, brands offering Kai Cenat money like Tubi and Netflix.
I remember I said that next year Twitch was gonna fund this, or like have it be on like Twitch was gonna like fund it and everything. But after seeing this, I don't think it's gonna happen.
And Amazon, everybody having career ascensions. We saw that happening in the award ceremony where people's Twitch stats literally rose overnight because of Streamer University.
Danny Bands.
Yeah, Lala, you gonna disrespect the nigga talking about, oh, that's Wendy's cameraman? Hell nah. Hell nah. Fuck. That's Rising Star, bitch.
Congrats, bro.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna try to do this without crying. First of all glory to God. This has been the best experience of my life. Everyone was so nice to me. Shout out to everybody here. You all deserve to be here. And I'm glad. I hope every single one of you got out of it what you're supposed to get out of it, and as much as you deserve to get out of it.
Danny went from 70 average viewers to 2,600 average viewers during this whole time and gained like 115,000 followers. That's amazing success. But it seems like there's always going to be bad apples in the bunch that are going to jeopardize this sort of production happening in the future. Last night at the end of Streamer University, some people got totally out of pocket. There was a few creators that thought clip farming was the meta to go, and I've been telling people about clip farming being bad on this channel for a very long time. So they decided to break into Agent 00's room, the best
I seen this clip. Let him play it. Let him play
teacher on campus, and not only destroy stuff but also steal from him.
Open the fucking door, nigga. You think I'm fucking playing, nigga? Where these niggas at? Where does Jay nigga at? Whoa, what the fuck? Y'all niggas think it's appropriate to come in my fucking room when I'm not there? It's a difference between content, nigga. Learn the fucking difference, bitch.
Niggas got pressed by Usopp, bro. Hey, that's tough. Shout out Usopp. Hey, I fuck with One Piece.
Yes, nigga. Get this nigga the fuck out of here.
Giving very
Who's the Canadian nigga? Am I tripping? Do I not hear? Bro, what the fuck?
You think it's appropriate to come in my fucking room when I'm not there? It's a difference between content, nigga. Learn the fucking difference, bitch ass nigga. Get this nigga the fuck out of here.
Oh, nah, nigga got pressed by Drake. Nah, that's definitely a UK nigga. That's definitely a UK nigga. It's either Drake or UK nigga. Niggas got pressed by Central C. You know, from East London, mate.
Giving very Zoe Spencer vibes. Now, ultimately, they did resolve this, and Agent gave him one of the better life lessons yet again when it came to Streamer University.
There's lines, bro.
No, you're right. You're right.
You crossed the line.
You're right. You're right.
I feel violated.
No, you're right. You're right. And I'm sorry for that. You know what I'm saying? I was wrong.
I appreciate the apology. Look, bro.
And hopefully people go on with their lives and realize that there's levels to
I seen that nigga apologize like 3 times.
The content creation that don't involve being some sort of nuisance. And I would also be remiss to mention that, you know, there was another incident that happened on the final night of Streamer University where a gang of students led by Rakai also started a drama, fight, war, whatever in the hallways that led to the injury of a young woman. Ultimately, police got involved and it caused Kai Cenat to make some sort of announcement.
She got shot in her eye?
Her hair is really cool, bro.
Okay. What is it, water?
That nigga Rakai is a badass little kid, bro.
Somebody showed me the BB gun.
Okay, let's get you downstairs. Let's get you downstairs.
I shielded it from Kai too. I protected him.
Which Kai?
Kai Cenat.
He was here?
Yeah, he was on the floor. He was next to me when I got shot.
Oh wow! Oh my God!
What did he do?
Nigga, one of the students got hit in the eye with an Orby, and she's claiming the last thing she saw was me, and she's telling police I'm the one. Everybody, if you are on campus, I had a spark lab on my phone. Relax, everybody, clean, everybody, cause somebody got hurt. So now I'm on my way to the hospital. And all I'm asking for y'all is to clean. Cause everybody y'all not being considerate.
And there's a whole video after this weekend to make about Rakai himself and nuisance streaming and taking it too far and all this other stuff. Some of the stuff that people have been signaling for a very long time, but we'll save that for another day. But this is the stuff right here that causes Kai Cenat to not be able to do this stuff anymore. Something that he alluded to in part of his streams is that he's not going to be doing Streamer University ever again because of stuff like this. Now, he might have taken it that way in the moment, but I don't think that young woman.
Me personally, I definitely think that Streamer University will be another thing this upcoming year or next year. Streamer University will happen again for sure.
Woman was saying the last thing that she saw was Kai Cenat, being the fact that he caused this in some way, shape, form, or fashion. What he's literally saying is, I saw Kai Cenat. Like, Kai Cenat was literally next to her, and when the Orby hit her in the eye, the last thing she could see out of her other good eye was Kai Cenat. But the way that the narrative is going to get spun, etc., that's what happens. But this is why this isn't open to any and everybody. Content creators and non-content creators don't mix for this specific reason, because content creators know what the boundaries and the limits are, while non-content creators, you know, get lost in the sauce and take things too far with people that they ultimately don't know. I think the way that it was handled by Agent, along with the other situation where the young woman was bullied, any of these situations that happened was ultimately good, but this is the problem with this IRL streaming stuff. This is not content. At the end of the day, I don't want that to mar what happened from the whole Streamer University experience. Of course, there were going to be some people who didn't get out of it what they wanted to because they thought that this was going to be their come up or their get out.
And niggas was GG's, nigga.
Out of the hood free card, or they were just gonna have a bad experience. There were also gonna be people that took advantage of it and disrupted the natural order of the place and space and be bad faith actors. That's always gonna happen. But there were so many people that came out of this experience better than when they came in. They have a true kickstart and they have guidance, which a lot of content creators don't have usually when they do content creation as a journey, and they will be able to be better content creators. Are all of them gonna stick? Of course not. But are some of them going to make it and be better the next year and the next year and the next year? Absolutely. I hope in the future people are able to put on things like this for YouTube, for TikTok, for Twitch, for Kick, whatever the case may be, so we can all become better content creators. Because if the ecosystem is thriving, then it benefits everyone, not only from the perspective of getting the entertainment, but also from the perspective of the creators getting paid. It's a scratch your back, scratch mine situation, and I absolutely loved it.
Streamer University, that shit was a W. W clips, memes are gonna last a lifetime. We still gotta wait for Game 7, DDG versus DDG versus Duke Dennis, Game 7. Defensive Player of the Year versus the Offensive Player of the Year, scoring leader. That shit was peak. We gotta wait on that.